Greetings, Lions. My name is Lion Richard Stevenson from the Global Lions Forum. I'd like to talk to you today for a couple of minutes about branches, what they are and what they aren't, and perhaps dispel a myth or two. First of all, it is a club branch, not a branch club. It is not a club, and it has no charter. The parent club supervises it, and it works under the parent club's charter. So it is a club branch. But to make life easier, let's just call it a branch. The legal issues involved are every club in the United States is a 501c4, and the branch is not a 501c4, and it uses the parent's 501c4. It also uses the parent's EIN number, which is established by the IRS, and must be used when it opens a bank account. So if the branch wants a bank account, it must get a board resolution from the parent club, open the club in the name of the parent, and use the parent's EIN number. If the parent has a 501c3, the branch can benefit from that as well. All the Lions in the branch are members of the parent club. When they join the branch, they join the parent's club first. The parent's secretary loads them into the portal and then gives them a tag for the branch. And they all count towards the parent. So if you want to grow your membership in your club, branches are a good way to do it. And all the service that they do accrues to the parent as well. All Lions are required to pay LCI, multiple district, and district dues. The parent is responsible for seeing that those dues are paid. So the branch can either pay it to the parent or pay it directly to LCI. What is not required of the branch? It's not required to charter ever. If the branch gets to be 50 members, it's not required to charter. It can still be a member of the club. If it gets bigger than the club, it's still part of the club. Also, they can have as many branches as they want. So if you want to grow a club and serve a larger area, such as a county seat, for example, surrounded by small villages, this is a way to do it for those villages that couldn't support a Lions club. They could support a Lions branch. They're not required to pay parent club dues. Some parents have dues that take into account the lunches and the Christmas dinner and a number of other things. Obviously, the branch might have its own lunches and its own Christmas dinners, so they may collect club dues for the branch, but not for the parent. They're not required to attend parent club meetings or serve on parent projects. They're encouraged to do so, but it's not a requirement. They're not required to be physically near the parent. So again, my case of the county seat with the villages surrounding around it, where the parent club couldn't send Lions over there to work, we can recruit Lions in those areas and form branches. They're not required to have all the functions of a club. When you look at that org chart of a club with 21 different officer boxes, in the branch you see a president, a secretary, and a treasurer. It's a lot easier. You can focus on service and focus on recruiting. Branch Lions don't have to be new Lions. Existing Lions in a parent club could form a branch if they desired. Or alternatively, if you have 3 new members that want to be branch members, you can pull 2 members out of the club to put in the branch if they'd like to join it and get to your 5. Why would you want a branch? Well, if you're having difficulty recruiting people into your club, but they'd like to be Lions and you'd like to have them, and they say things like, well, we can't attend the meetings because they're a long ways away, or they cost too much, or they're at an inconvenient time or day. This is a good way to fix that. The branch can have different meetings whenever they like. They could be cyber, they could be 30 miles away in my village example, or they could be at midnight for people who are just getting off work on the evening shift. So different meeting options are available. We can have different service passions. You might have a group of people who are interested in sewing quilts in the retirement community, and they're not really interested in driving downtown and attending meetings. This is a perfect way to get them into the Lions Club and let them do service. There are some young people that find our existing traditions to be something they're not really comfortable with. This is a way for them to start their own traditions. We can attract the next generation, people who may not be interested in joining our club, but would be interested in forming their own. But they don't have 20 members, or they'd like to just be serving and recruiting and not worrying so much about running a club. Could be lower dues, and the parent continues with no change. In this way, the parent club can continue doing exactly what it's doing now and not have to do things differently. If you'd like more information, the LCI website is available. You can see what's available there. And you can always email me or find me on the Global Lions Forum. Thank you very much for being Lions. It's been a pleasure chatting with you today. If I can be of any assistance, please just give me a shout.